Hello, and welcome back to DriveTracker. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to customize your route, take stopover times into account, and add metadata to stops. Once you've created a route, click on Set Location options near the top of the menu. There, you'll see the option to change the color of stops on the map, as well as a slider to change stopover times. If you want to import locations in batches, these options might be helpful. For example, you could import two separate sets of addresses where one requires a 30-minute stopover time, while the other only requires a 15-minute stopover time at each location. You can mark one set of addresses with one color, and then you can change the locations options for the other set of addresses. That way, DriveTracker will take the different stopover times for each set of addresses into account, and the difference between the two batches will clearly be marked on the map. Note that DriveTracker's current software only includes stopover times in your expected travel time if you select the typical traffic optimization option. Here, I've selected departure at a specific time as my optimization option, and as a result, the expected travel time does not include stopovers. If you look at the typical traffic expected travel time, however, you can see that stopovers are included. Take this into account if you want to include stopovers in your route. Next, you can add metadata and notes to addresses along your route. One way to do this is to import a file that already contains metadata. Submit the file that contains metadata. Then, mark any columns that have metadata with the other data tag. If you don't want to include a column of metadata, or a blank column is imported, you can select the Skip Column tag. Once your locations have been geocoded, you can click on Edit Location for any given address on the list of addresses to view the metadata that you imported. Then, click on Notes, and the metadata that you imported with the file should appear. At this point, you can also add notes to the addresses that you pasted, entered individually or selected from the map, and you can also add additional metadata to addresses that already have some. Click on the Add Note button, then enter the information that you wish to include. Click Submit to add the note. If you want to delete a note, just click the trash can icon to the right of that note. If you've already set an origin and a destination, optimized your route, and created directions, you can still add and remove metadata. Just click on the notepad icon to the left of each address, and you can go through the exact same process that was just outlined to add, remove, or edit metadata. Finally, you can include metadata in the directions that you export by email or by printing. Click on Print/Email, and then in the Print/Email menu, click on Include Location Data in Itinerary near the top of the page. Then, click on the Notes checkbox, and you'll see that your notes have been added to your itinerary. When you print or email the itinerary, your notes will now be visible. In the next tutorial, you'll learn how to configure your account settings.